Hey guys, this is Zero here. I just came out of a one-time theater screening here in my town of, well, let me just show you. Evangelion 3.0, You Cannot Redo. And yeah, I got a little promotional sticker with it, so it got a little bent, but it'll be okay. So yeah, I saw Evangelion 3.0 in the theater. You know, when you get on the subject of Evangelion, it's always a fun story, because Evangelion itself is probably one of the most hilarious anime franchises of all time. It's a look into, like, I don't know, symbolism, human psyche, human nature, and the potentials of humanity and what it has wrought. And it's the trolliest anime ever made because of there's no clear-cut ending that anybody is satisfied with. So I'm not going to go into spoiling endings. I actually reviewed Evangelion, the series, a couple years ago with my pal Piotr. I'll throw a link in the description if you want to see that. But Evangelion 3.0, okay. Without spoiling too much, it takes place 14 years in the future. It leads off right where the last movie ended, sort of. It's hard to explain without spoiling things, but it was really interesting to see that the characters have changed. I know, like, it was a 14-year difference, but it was interesting to see how it's changed. It's also interesting to see how this differs from the series. We've been seeing that since the first Rebuild movie came out. That's what these new Evangelion movies are, rebuilds, because it's sort of a remake of the whole story, or an alternate telling of it, I don't know, but, it's interesting to see, the character sort of evolved, which is something we didn't get to see that far in the original Evangelion, so, also, Masato has an M. Bison look going on, so, with all that said, there isn't that much characterization outside of Shinji. So, if you're expecting, you know, new info for all the characters, you're gonna be a little disappointed. I was kind of disappointed there was little to no Asuka in this, but when she was on screen, oh my god, it was awesome. Especially later on in the series or in the movie when she. You know, my buddy Soda told me before going into this movie, because he saw the Japanese version. I haven't seen it yet because I was waiting to see it in English, and just so happened that I was going to see it in the theater. He told me teeth. That is all. And that's what I'm going to tell you. It has something to do with Asuka, and the whole movie has a thing with teeth. You'll see when you see it, so. Just remember teeth. Now, again, this is really hard to do without spoiling anything. Shinji does learn about things that he didn't know about in the original series. And we learn, as the audience, what happened between the 14-year span. Also, Kaoru is in this, and he has his role is a little more fleshed out. The other thing about this movie is nothing really gets... well, something gets accomplished, but nothing really changes much. With the 14-year span, there's huge changes there, but at the end of this movie, it's sort of like there's not really a cliffhanger ending. Something is accomplished, but there's still work to do, and that's why the last of the Evangelion movies, 4.0, which is coming out whenever it feels like it, because this one took 5 years to come out, it's going to be the conclusion that everybody's looking for. The visuals, as always, were stunning. I think this is the best looking of the Eva movies so far. That's probably why it got delayed so many times, because they want the visuals to look proper. They don't pull any punches with this one, and you'll see why. Again, I don't want to spoil it. If you like Evangelion for the sheer comedy factor of it, like, of how the series has become, or what it has become, then you're gonna love this movie, because I will say, though, it is very slow-paced. It is very, very slow-paced. So just keep that in mind before you go see it, because it is very, very slow. But it was totally worth it to see it in the theater with the big visuals and the colors and on the big screen, and it was really cool. I am going to get this one on Blu-ray or DVD, whichever I decide to get, because I have a PlayStation 3 now, so I get a Blu-ray when it comes out. I got 2.22 on Blu-ray, so I'll probably get the 3.33 version when it hits Blu-ray. It's hard to recommend this one because... before I get into that, the voice work was top-notch again. I watched the English version, that's what they were showing. So, I waited. I didn't watch the Japanese version before this because I wanted to see this in English, so... And seeing it on the big screen was a treat. But, with that being said, do I recommend it? It's hard. If you want to see the next part of the story, yeah, you're going to probably watch this anyways. For somebody who's never seen the Evangelion, no, because you'll be confused. If you're... It's hard to say. It's really... This is like really a mid-chapter movie that the only real audience for it is people who are interested enough to know what the conclusion is and need more info. Oh, my light stopped. So, this movie, it's hard to recommend. If you've seen the other two Eva movies, why not? But, yeah, that's it for me. I'll see you on the next movie vlog review. Take care.